Making friends is one of the first things that we do as we're growing up. It's one of the most important things that we do in our lifetime. It's something that keeps us mentally sane. Choosing the friends that we have will determine the outcome of our future life sometimes. If you hang out with smart kids, chances are you're probably gonna be smart yourself. If you're hanging out with a bunch of idiots, you're most likely just gonna turn out to be an idiot when you grow up. If you're a stinking anime girl lover, you ain't having many, or at all. That's where you can experience it through high school shows, through anime. The show that created this friend group dynamic that made everything happen was K-On!, a group of schoolgirls just trying to start a band. The cuteness was overloaded. It created this environment that is replicated within the romance genre until now. Why do we love it so much? Why do we love to watch a group of friends just hang out? I mean, if we can all just be real, even with social anxiety or other problems like being stupid, if you truly put yourself together, make an effort, we can always just go out there, pick a hobby, go to school, go to events, and make new friends. It's not impossible. But when we do that, it's not always gonna pan out. We might meet different people from different backgrounds, different accents, different personalities, so many probabilities and possibility. It's just gonna be a headache. You don't know what other problems the other person has. You just don't know. Just a bunch of annoying hassles that you have to think about. While in anime, the perfect friend group is there for you to observe and see without you having to navigate through a bunch of BS. In the end, you just want to see a group of people have a good time. The average person or any person is not gonna find this kind of loving relationship. In anime, everything's already set up for you. We get to see a group of guys just being idiots, having a good laugh. They got a girl who's completely cringe, stupid. She gets beat up every day, but she puts a smile on our face. Love is war as a guy and a girl loving each other, but having fun at the same time with Chica's annoyance. Real life, we ain't gonna get to see that. For everyone, we can't experience everything in our lifetime. High school is when you usually meet that friend that determines your personality and how it shapes you moving forward. Sure, you can turn 18 and stuff and find it later on, but usually when you're like in your like teen years. For me, I couldn't find that group of friends to really match what I think and what I enjoyed. And you just gotta roll with the punches. Whatever group of friends, whatever type of people you find, you just roll with the punches, compromise, and hope things works out. That's like 99.99% relationships. I'm living in the States, in a public school in an area where poor kids can just come into the school. Kids who come from broken families, completely broke, with hella addiction issues. Fights was happening weekly. The N-word was just tossed around constantly. Someone brought a gun to school. Your boy had to do a bunch of things to survive, to get through it. At one point, the teachers' pay was so low, they had to make a strike to not teach kids anymore. Like we literally had to just stay home until the teachers can work something out and we can come back. When I was in those type of STEM classes with these people who were trying to get credit so they didn't get accepted to a good engineering program, people didn't have time for jokes. They didn't play. Have you seen the tuition rate for the universities in America? For those people, they're saving thousands upon thousands of dollars. So why would they care about some dumbass just trying to make jokes? In a show like Orange, the guy comes in, he sits in the right seat, he has a cute face, then a group of friends just forms around him. We get to see the ups and downs of their relationship. When you're watching these type of shows, they're already coming in with the intention to make the viewers be understanding of the characters, be entertained. While you're a young adult, you don't have many experience to hold down a proper relationship. In anime, they just cut through corners for the mistakes that the characters be making. They have camera angles for intriguing scenes for the characters to look cooler than they actually are. They cut to quiet places where the characters can meet, talk things through. People just wants to be entertained. We want positive, happy environment. In real life, you're not gonna get that. People gotta pay the bills, they gotta go to work, they gotta do all this stuff. In anime, a right group of idiots can just provide that for you. Slice of life is boring. You get to see a person's life journey doing boring stuff. However, with the right group of friends, it can make an impact that keeps people remembering for a long time. If you've seen some of the shows and have lived long enough, relationships between people can be difficult. Humans are simple yet very complex. With how stressful life can be sometimes for a lot of people, you just want to see an environment where things are happy, cool, loving, without you having to get involved. Even in my experience, with some of the people, how they talk about their family member, it just puts me off. Sure, I'll be nice to those people, but I know for a fact if I keep hanging around those type of people, I'm just gonna do the same reckless action that they're doing. Friendships in anime are fantasy that most of us will never experience. That's why it's been around for so long. It's absolutely beautiful to see a person's journey, see what actions lead them to acting a certain way, and something that we will all continue to watch in the future. It's absolutely beautiful.